This is media. It's used in each of the attractions. Changes once a month.
Let it show the button. Cycle stop.
Cycle stop first. Set it to bump set. Turn.
They're all the same.
Find the white tube that comes out of it. Make sure you shut this valve off first. Or after you
don't shut this, then when you open the valve to drain the tank, you're going to drain the tank, you're going to drain all the water. Close that.
Bump set, you get the old media off the fingers. How many times you doing it? Maybe 10 times at first. What that does is shakes all the little fingers, as you can see in this window, which is now all cloudied up because the media is getting knocked off the fingers. Hitting the bump set button repeatedly. It's easier if you set all the media up on the cart and you can just put one bag at a time when you need it. Open that valve. That'll start draining.
Like a gas can?
Like a gas can, you need the relief valve. That'll open up. Water will come down, start shooting out, and as you can see, the water started flowing out of the backwash tube.
Then you have the air.
Another thing to do, turn all the way on the other side.
But it might pop.
You turn that, wash your feet if you don't want them wet, because the water will pour out on your feet. Comes out right there.
See the water just went down.
As you can see, the water just drained out of that window. You can see the media stuck on it. You will notice the water starts to drain out. Pretty soon it'll stop. Only takes what, like 2 minutes? Maybe not even that. Maybe 2 minutes for the water to drain out.
Actually, we can check it now on the video. All the steps are the same for changing the media and everything.
Each step to change the media for all the attractions is the same. Just follow one by one. That only took maybe half a minute to drain.
And you close this valve.
Close the orange valve again.
Keep this one open.
Keep that open as a pressure release.
Close this one.
Close that blue one that you just opened.
Open this back up.
Open that valve that you shut the first time.
This allows the filter to fill back up with water so we can keep rinsing it till most of the media.
That valve will allow the water to flow back into the tank, and as you can see shortly, the water will start to come up in that window, and what that is doing is rinsing all the media off the fingers. You might have to do it more than one time, but you'll notice it'll clean all the fingers off.
The reason why you keep this open is so it pushes the air up. This is how you know when you need to close. This is how you know when the tank is full.
The way you know the tank is full is by leaving that white pipe in that valve open, and then once the water reaches the top of the tank, the water will start coming out down to the bottom of this little white pipe that follows that red valve down. And now it just sprayed out. We come back over, open that valve again. Close that valve again, sorry.
while still in bump set.
Still in bump set, you start bumping it again to try to knock more media off the fingers. 2, 3, 4. Do it 5 times. Come back open. This orange valve again. Open the white tube up as well. Let the air out. Come back over to the other side. Open that blue valve. And watch your feet again. See, you can tell the water's a lot cleaner now than it was the first time because you can almost see through it instead of being all chunky and brown looking.
Yeah. Look over here. Shows the fingers with the meter on.
Can't see with that light. See how chunky the media looks in there? All those fingers are big, swollen up. That's where all the media rests on them. And then when you come over to this one and you look at the one you're doing, see how tiny the fingers look? You can see all the ribs and everything on them. That's how you know they're getting cleaned off. The water's almost done draining out again.
But some of that bad old media is still stuck down here. So while keeping everything open the way it is right now.
So after you do it the second time, keep everything open the way you did because there's a bunch of media still in the bottom of the tank that hasn't came out yet.
Open the main valve back up until you hear the water in, like coming in. So just open it halfway.
Just open that up a little bit so you hear the water start coming in.
And then close it.
And then close it and that'll swirl the media around in the bottom and let it drain out. As you can see, the water is now draining out again.
It looks pretty clean.
You can tell, it looks nice and clean.
And work your way since you came from here.
So you have that, you shut it off.
Work your way from here.
Come around.
Close.
Go around. Close that blue valve. Close the red valve. Close the orange valve.
And just double check.
And just to double check.
You always want to make sure that there is no water in this line before you open the line to the vacuum.
Make sure you open that valve again just to check to make sure there's no residual water left in there because you don't want it to plug the vacuum when you open up this other blue valve up here. But you can just see the top of it.
Make sure you close it and then open
that one. And then after you shut that one, you open the blue one. And you grab your vacuum hose.
It doesn't make sense to turn your vacuum on until you're ready to go. So get your bag open.
You don't have to turn the vacuum on right now. You just wait. You got to get your bag and stuff all ready to go. So you take your razor.
It's like a Fisher Price razor.
We're hoping Josh buys this new razor blade soon, as you can tell. It's like a butter knife.
We're gonna have to show them this video tomorrow.
That's what your media looks like. So now you come back over to this side. Open that valve that's on the vacuum tube.
And you got all your valves closed. The reason why you want them closed is to keep the pressure. If you had it open, it would just flow through. It wouldn't be able to create a suction.
The reason that all the other valves are closed is because when you turn the vacuum on, you want it to have suction. If those valves are open, the air would be sucking in from all over, and there would be no suction to suck the media out with.
Keeping it in bump set.
It stays in bump set as you do it. Go up to the top button, switch.
Vacuum transfer on.
Vacuum transfer on. Grab the hose. Start vacuuming away at the media.
Don't just jam it down in there? Yes.
Just don't jam it in there. Go back and forth, side to side. You don't want the tube to get clogged, which it tends to do.
Go down the side, it'll show you the amount and weight that you need of media for each tank.
So where is that? Over on this side. If you want to know how much media you need to put into the tank, you come over to this side of it. Here's the front. Come around to the left side. Media requirements. Right there, 18 pounds, 18. Shows you everything you need.
Your media bag, 25 pounds.
There's 25 pounds in a bag, so you got to stop it early so you don't fill everything up.
If it goes a little over, it's fine in my book. Maybe not Josh's. We read different books.
As you can see in the window, the media is being sucked in. You can see how white it is. It does go pretty quick as long as you don't plug the vacuum. Just keep it moving.
You can go slow and steady, or you can rush and get it clogged and take 3 times the time of trying to get all this shit out of here.
Just remember, slow and steady wins the race. And that's it. Come over here with your vacuum on.
Vacuum transfer off.
Put the vacuum transfer button off.
Close this valve.
Close the vacuum tube valve.
So, first
shut the vacuum
second.
off. Second, close the valve. Third, open that valve up. Wind up your hose. Put that away nice and neat. Come back over, open that red valve again, so when you add the water to it, you can tell when it's full. Come back to the side. Open blue valve again. Remember, that valve comes off of this white pipe. It goes up and over and back down. It goes right into the front of the attraction that you are changing the media in. And as you can see, shortly the water will come back up. Once you see the water coming up, you know you're getting close, and then you have that white tube. Come around here, see where it comes out. There you go. Make sure you're not standing there like I was, because it does soak your feet.
Close that, you know
Close
you're full.
that red valve. You know you're full because the water's coming out of the bottom.
Go from bump set to auto.
Bump set to auto. Cycle start.
And you just change the media in the filter.
And that is all the steps it takes to change the media in the filter. Thank you for watching this short Steve and John production.